Warning, this video is only for 14 and up, and if you're under, please leave this video, because I will not be accused of something I don't want to be accused of. Please, if you're under, leave the video. Stories go through the air. You can listen and you cannot. But stories are here to help. Understand what is right and what is wrong. But sometimes stories can do the opposite. There's no right or wrong. You have to form your own opinion. But that is not what you're here for. You're here to listen to this silly little god of this channel. Listens to his mind going on about his stories, about the different worlds where he's traveling to, and where he can make some small different in a timeline. Welcome to the Blue Mask What If channel. Hello everybody, this is Blue Mask and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys will enjoy. Let's begin. Hello everybody, this is Blue Mask and welcome back. Fuck, I'm already filling in the beginning of this video. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna continue What If Cranel was a Sheikah. So, last time, a little fight happened between Otter and Link, the King of Hyrule, or a married king into Hyrule, and that fight went as well as you think. Otter got defeated by Link. To understand that, Link and Zelda are very strong. For the levels I said, Link is around probably 10 to 11, I think. And Zelda is around 12 to 13 of a level. Maybe only because Zelda is much older and because her dragon blood in hair on my mic. And her dragon blood inside of her, that's why they are so powerful. Well, yeah, they're stronger, but they're not gonna stay here. They're actually gonna travel back to Hyrule in a few days, but it's not gonna be a few days because those few days is, well, not a few days, only the next day they're gonna leave again with some supplies. So yeah, that happened last episode. Oh yeah, they got a little talk in it. They gotta explain a little more. I don't remember what. But I remember the last part of the episode where Bell was in his office doing the last paperwork he had to leave behind. Then the queen herself, Zelda, walked inside of his office to talk to him. And she literally asked to take her daughter into his familia, the Hestia Hylia familia. If you don't know and you actually just locking in now, what are you doing? Go back to episode 1. But Hestia is Hylia. Makes sense, a little. So yeah. Queen Zelda asked Belle to take Sora, son, the brother to the queen of the Sora race. Cole, I think I named Goron. Then we have Genie, the daughter of the Rito queen, Ritu. Yeah, she's named Genie. And then Reef is already in the familia. That is the Rito race. And also Luke. Luke is the smith that was in love with Michael. Michael was Belle's friend. yeah. So that happened that episode, and she kind of said in the last part, I think I said she gave permission for Belle to date her daughter. So that happened last episode. And that is all I'm gonna say now. So yeah, let's continue. Alright, let's start with a little story in the beginning. It's been a day since the party of Hylians and the king and queen with Paya. Yeah, Paya was there and actually talked to Belle. If you don't know, Paya is Belle's actual mother in this story. So yeah, Belle is Belle Tsukuyomi. Sorry, I just have to think about the story again. Link, King Link, Queen Zelda, and the Sheikah guard, Paya, took on the name of Sheik, aka nicknamed Sheik, because she has to be discreet. They took, off 2 days after the, meeting. The first day meeting. Okay, the Hylians arrived the first day. Link got challenged the next day. I'm gonna change that if I'm not. The next day, they went out to the Orario to have the fight. They did have the fight. Belle talked to Zelda that day. That was the last episode. Then the next day was where they got their supplies and Belle gave his horse. Yes, Belle has a horse. It's the Ganondorf horse in Breath of the Wild. Belle gave his horse because he captured the newer one. The old one has passed away that Link captured. Belle gave the horse back to the king and queen so they can take it back to Hyrule. To his family. That happened this third day when they got all the supplies and everything else, and the whole party, the people that came there, minus Sora, Sun, Cole, Genie, and Luke. They are traveling back right now to Hyrule, but leaving the people I just said back in Orario because they wanted to have some people there that's not just Belle. And Reef. Yeah, so sorry, give me a moment. Sorry about that. Leaving Belle and Reef as the only Hylians or Hyruleans people that's there. So the king and queen left them behind because they actually wasn't doing that much and was kind of getting bored in Hyrule. So they said, yeah, you can stay with Belle and Reef, because she decided to stay, as a permanent member of Orario, or you could come back. They decided to leave, so Zelda went up to Belle, asked if they can stay as members of the Hylian Familia. Miss Hestian and Hylia Familia. Belle said it was fine. So the next day, after Zelda met Belle, Queen Zelda met Belle, They took off with extra supplies to go home, and with the others. Belle, by the way, to not make sure, Belle did have a conversation with his mother. Sophia did talk to Belle and was so proud of him that he has actually made his own way in life. So yeah, Belle saw Reef Sora, Cole, Luke, Sun, and Ginny are now a member of the Hylia Hestia Familia. And it's been a day since the others left, and now we're actually in the morning area, in the living or eating area, not in the kitchen anymore, because they're not just like Hylia, Lily, Ryu, Belle, Reef, and Haruhime that could fit in the kitchen. Now there are more people in the Familia, so they have started to use the, well, bigger table in the eating room. So in that eating room is all of the newer members, like I just said, minus, no, not minus, all of them are in there, except for Hylia, Lily, Ryu, Haruhime, and Belle. Reef is actually in there with the others. And they started to talk about what's gonna happen. So, Princess, Sun asked, well, Sora, that was sitting on the other side of the table. Yes? What do you think we're gonna do here? What's your plan? My plan? Yeah, you're always the planner in our group. I mean, I don't know that much, so I need to research. That's one thing. Yeah, but what about the dungeon I've heard about so much? I really want to check it out. Maybe we can do that. Before Sora could continue, Belle walks in with... well, what would Belle carry? Belle walked in there and sat with some few paperwork on a clipboard he had, because he still had to do them. Because he has newer members, so paperwork is a little more. Good morning, everyone. Oh, Belle. Oh, hey, Belle. Hey, Sun. Hey, Sora. Okay, that's... Anyway. Belle sat down at the other side of the table where, well, they usually eat food, and started to go through the paperwork he has to register everyone and register the race notification of the race of Hyrule's that is now living in Rorio. So, anyways, what's the plan, Sal? Like I said, research it more likely. Yeah, but what do you think Hylia would give you? What would she... I mean, you are the princess. Yes, I am. I don't exactly know. You're not gonna do a lot these couple of days. Everyone turned to Belle in confusion at this. What are you talking about, man? Sun looked at him in confusion. For right now, I want you guys to stay in the house. There's a lot of different races here, but most of you actually would be in danger if I don't register you right away. And that will take a little while. Yeah, it took a couple of days for the Ritos to be registered. Brief said right beside Bell. Yep, now I need to put down Goron, Sora, and I think I can put the Gerudos in the same race as Amazons, but they're different races that is mutated the same way, so they're the same monster, not the same race, but different areas. That is a little confusing, so developed the same way and has the same kind of DNA. Maybe secondary same race? Maybe? I don't know. That's confusing. Huh, makes sense. Anyways, that's mostly what it's gonna happen. You have to stay inside for a few days, especially Cole and Sun need to stay inside for a couple of days before they actually need to, well, go to the guild. Makes sense. Makes sense. Wait, hold on a minute. Both Reef and Bell looked up at Sun that looked confused. Why did you stop? Stop what? The honor parade, like princess and second prince. He's called the Sun is called the second prince of the Sora, but he's not in line for the throne. That's more of Sidon's son. Yeah, he has a son. He's still a baby at this point. Wait, what? Oh, it's a long time since I've seen you guys, so I kind of just referred you as your name. Except I've already called Sora multiple times. Yeah, but we are still royalty. Even the next head of the Gorons. Oh, now, okay. I need to turn off the Aurorio setting. I'm, speech pattern. No, look, Bell turned to the rest of them. I know you guys are in a new area, and I am still a Sheikah, but I have a much more job to do now than anything else. And royalty isn't really a big thing. Well, if you count the elves, they have a big royalty thing, but rest of the races, I wouldn't consider them as a person they have to bow down to because they come from a royal line. So, a lot of people wouldn't say princess, prince, next chief, or whatever you guys are. Whatever you're called the last 2 years I wasn't there. They're still called the same thing. Oh, yeah, so that. But you are... I may be a Hylian, but I've been in Aurora for a few months and catch up how they talked. Adaptability, remember? Yeah, but... you can't just order the princess around. What? Yeah, she's the princess. She's the leader. Son, we're not in Hyrule anymore. And? She's not the leader here. I've tried to do that when I started to be here a month ago, actually. But no, she's not. What? Reef, what are you talking about? Son, I'm the captain of the Hylia Hestia Familia. I'm the one that gives orders here. Sorry, Sora, but you're not. Oh, I know I know it's different for you guys because you haven't been here in a couple of days now. Not even a full week. But I will set this straight. I'm the captain. I'm the one that will give you orders where to do or what to do. You can do whatever in the free time. But I will make sure that you are alright to go into the dungeon, alright to make business deals when I need them, or anything else that needs to have a captain. I'm the captain. Sora is a princess of a different nation. Yes. But that doesn't actually matter here anymore. What are you talking about? It may be different with other nations, but here in Aurario, it's mostly listen to the captain of the Familia. I mean, hell, you met a princess of the elves a couple of days ago. Wait, what? Yeah. Lady Riveria. Lady Riveria? Yeah, she's the princess of the elves. Most elves would actually be furious if you... By the way, if you meet her, say lady first with Riveria. She is the vice captain of the Loki Familia, but she's not the captain, not the leader. So she takes order from Finn, Captain Finn. Okay, let me just get this straight. Let me just say this straight up. If you meet any captain of any familia, you have to refer them as Captain Finn, Captain Otter, or Captain Nasa. By the way, she's a potion maker familia that we have a deal with to make Hylian potions. Really? Yeah, she's actually making some few different ingredients with the potion that actually works really well, like normal ones. Still in testing stages, but they're good. Sorry about that. Oh. Yeah. So, the more formal names is the captains, the gods, and the more important people. And for what they know, you're not that important here. Yes, Sora is the princess of Hyrule. But she is not the princess here. She's just Sora, the newest member of the Hylia Hestia Familia. Okay. I know it will be hard, but you must understand this is just the norm here. Hell, I even think there's a prince of a different race, a race of elves in the think Freya Familia? I don't know. But he's not referred to as Prince whatever. He's just the tactician of the... I think he's the prince of a different race of elves. You gave titles to the titles you want to give titles to. That's what I'm trying to say. But there still needs to be respect to the gods. Okay, then. Well, that's easy. Then Zelda can take over the captain side. No, okay, that will take like a month to do. And I won't do that. I didn't want to be the captain, but I took it up, and I am the captain of this familia. But, son, just drop it, please. Fine, I will drop it. So, we have to stay here. You, Cole, have to stay in here for 3 to 4 days. I can get Luke, Zelda, and Ginny to the guild today or tomorrow. But I think tomorrow will be better for Ginny because I have to probably get a subspecies of Amazons or related by genealogy to Amazons. So you're the same race but different races, if you know what I mean. It's hard to describe. You're a different race. You're Hylian, but you have transformed into a Garuda. A long time ago, I think. I have no idea. I see. Yeah, that would be better. And because of Luke and not Zelda, Sora being a Hylian themselves, because I have registered myself as a Hylian, I am a Hylian, but I'm also in the Sheikah race. The Sheikah people. But because I've registered the Hylian race and Reef has the Rito race, people knows not to hunt you. Because a lot of monsters actually looks like humans, and you two can definitely be interpreted as monsters. Sorry, you two. Really? Yep. I think, yeah, in the water capital, or the water city under in the dungeon, that's what it's called. There's a species of monsters called the Harpy that actually looks like terraformed humans into bird women. Huh. That's why I don't want you guys to go out. Also, you also need to get better armor. What? Everyone looked at Belle at this. Yeah, you need better armor set because monsters get really close to you. I'm luckily that my Sheikah armor actually held up for a couple of months. The new set I have, it's more Sheikah forging methods, but it's still in Aurario armor set style. So the Sora armors need to be different. Ginny, you need to have a different armor set. I would ask Welf and the Amazon twins if they can help you make an armor set, or the Amazon twins can actually show you where you can buy Amazon clothes, because that will probably fit you. Cole, probably get you more clothes on, buddy. Why? I'm fine in my... Sorry. Why? I'm fine in this armor. Buddy... No. We're luckily that you're... Well, not attacked, because... Just having a loincloth is not enough here. Amazon, maybe, but that's their culture. You don't have that kind of culture, even though you don't wear a lot. You still need clothes, buddy. And I want you more protected. Sora, you need an armor set. Luke, would you go in the dungeon? That's a maybe. So, maybe go in the dungeon, so you also need an armor set. I actually asked Wealth and permission from... I asked permission from the goddess Hephaestus if you could go and help out Wealth, so you can teach Wealth how to make Hyrule armor set, and Wealth could probably help you how to design and make Auraria armor set we need. Got it? Yeah, sure, why not? Who am I missing? Wait, I didn't see Reef having an armor set. Oh, I got a new armor set a few days ago. I was mostly in the air a lot of the time in the dungeon, but sometimes I have to be on the ground, and I got a little more being hurt more usual. So yeah. Oh. So I have an armor set now. It covers more the vital spots and more lighter in it. I see. Yeah. Bell looked down at his paperwork and continued. Also, I want you guys to spar with Ryu. What? Yeah, Ryu, my vice captain. She's an elf, you know, the one with... more blonder hair. The elf with the blonde hair. I thought her name was different. Yeah, her legal name is different now. Something happened in the past, she got in trouble with it. This house actually belonged to Ryu's old familia. We got it. I actually got it. To the familia home. And now we have it into the Hestia Familia vault paperwork, whatever. But she is... Well, she did something bad after her whole familia died. She became the vice captain when her name was changed from Ryu Lion to whatever we changed it to. I can't remember it now. But we still call her Ryu. Okay. So, yeah, you have to spar with her. She's around level 6. No, she's around level 5, almost at 6 now. Sorry, my fault. So, fight her in the courtyard when she gets done. After that, Bell got done with his, well, food and stood up. Now, if you excuse me, I have to go up and do my paperwork. I have to register all of you as new familiar members. And I have to talk to Lily. God damn it. Alright, see you guys. Bell walked out of the, well, eating area. The dining hall. There it is. Dining hall, and disappeared. Okay, it's just me, or Bell is more better the last time we saw him. Yeah, he's become more better. What the fuck happened here, Reef? Oh. Well, for what I understand, Belle has been talking to Lady Hylia for a lot of time, and she's helping him out with his thoughts, feelings, and everything else that happened that day. I see. Yeah, so she's been talking to him a lot lately. He's more his older self now. More calmer, more happy, more planning, and just quiet, still, and not talking after the incident. Hey, Reef. Yes, Zelda? Or not Zelda, Sora? What would you say Belle's... Is he happier here than Hyrule? He's gotten better before he left than he was usual when back then before he left. He's much better and talked to a lot of more people. So yeah, he's a lot more happier here. And I can see it. It has changed him. Would he come back to Hyrule if that was the matter? Everyone stopped and looked at Sora. To be honest, I wouldn't want him to go back to Hyrule. It seems he's found his place here. He's the captain of the Hylia Familia. He's the leader of something he has made. He's been held out a lot, I can tell you that. But he's done a lot of good. He's made a lot of friends here I'm friends with. I'm happy for him, and to be honest, I don't actually want to leave here. It's more exciting than we have back in Hyrule. I know all of our family, friends enjoy Hyrule, but I just feel more alive here. I think... Sorry, something just went missing. Never mind. I feel more alive here than I've done in last 2 years he left. When I arrived here a month ago, almost a month ago, I expected him to be the same, but he's not. I'm happy for him. And I see why. The dungeon is dangerous. I know it's a hellscape. But that hellscape can turn into friendship, brotherhood, and found family. I don't know what to say, Your Highness. Reef never actually referred Zelda as Your Highness, so this was kind of serious. But Belle's new life here is so amazing that if he has to go back, it was just... I think he would be referred to as the captain of the Hylia and Hestia Familia. Not as the guard of the princess. He will be the captain of this family here. So, you're saying, if you wanted to return back and stay in Hyrule, I would think Belle would respect your choice, but ultimately stay here. This kind of heartbroken. This broke a little inside of Sora but he would probably still be sad if you left. I know he hasn't said it, but we all know he likes you. He loves you very much. Even as the princess, he likes you. What I'm trying to say. Not as a friend, more as in a love way. Right? Yeah, we all known that. Yeah. You also know that. You know, he knows a lot of things because he can sometimes reads people. Not good, but still good enough. He reads people a lot at a time, so he knows himself good. He loves you, I know that, but he has developed a... I think he has also like a crush on another person here. Sorry about that. Sorry if you hear this. He developed... Yeah. You saw the blonde-haired girl, right? Blonde-haired girl with white dress on, blue highlights. Yeah, I remember her. That is Belle's second crush. Wait. He has a crush on another blonde? Sun just asked what... Just looking at Reef. Yeah, Belle has a crush on the second blonde head. That cannot be possible. What about Belle doesn't like Garudas? Remember? Ginny just stopped Sun in his tracks when all of them remembered, yeah, Belle can be friends and be best friends with some Garudas, but he doesn't like... He just don't find them attractive. He can like them as friends, but he doesn't find them attractive. He knows they're beautiful, they're gorgeous. Also sexy. But he has no attraction to them. So the two twins you saw with... I think you saw them, are he doesn't like them like that. More like friends. Oh, I think Ginny would probably go out with them to find armor sets. Or just get better armor from wealth. Got it. There was also another girl he is talking to. He's talked to actually most races. I think he has a minor attraction to Haruhime. No, I don't think he has. Just an attraction, not a crush. Wait. But she's... Yeah, I think Belle has a thing for blondes. Oh my god. Yep. Belle. Okay, yeah. Belle Tsukuyomi has a thing for... blondes? Yes, Luke. He does. Princess, you're kind of lucky. What? I mean... Of all the girls, he's only attracted to 2 people. I mean, there's a lot of blondes in this familia now. I mean, yeah, Goddess Hylia is almost blonde. Well, for what I understand, she actually is a blonde. But it's more like her second form has influenced her original form. There's Haruhime, Ryu, and some other friends, like Eyes, definitely a crush. Then Sora, Lady Hest, Queen Zelda is also a blonde, so maybe. He doesn't have a crush on my mom. No, that would be weird. Mine? No. What? Just shut up. Alright. We'll stop. But yeah, definitely Belle has a crush on blondes. Only 2 blondes, actually. Fuck off. Oh my! The princess doesn't talk in a royalty voice anymore. Reef, just be quiet. After that, the rest of the familia that was doing a lot of things came in to eat their food and left with the others as well. Ryu took Cole, Sun, Luke, and Ginny outside, with plus Sora also outside to see what they can do. For after all the fights, I will not describe them. Like Belle was around a level 3 person, but can also go hand to hand if he used all of his skills against the level 5. So he can probably be a level 5, but if he just fight him normally, he will be beaten by a level 5 or a level 4. He's more in the high level 3 with his body. All of his skills is around a level 5. But what Ryu has told Belle after she came up to inform him of their skills, because Belle haven't seen them in 2 fucking years. 2 fucking years. So Cole is around also a level 3 at the end of a level 3. His body is tough and can hold himself in a combat with a lot of enemies. So Belle can register him as a shield or the frontliner. Or the tank. He registered him as the tank. With Sun is probably at the beginning of level 3 or at the end of level 2 with his skills. Yeah, Sun is a great fighter with a sword and shield, but that's single combat. In the dungeon, he would have probably more trouble. So that's why Ryu said he's probably around the end of level 2 and beginning of level 3. Then we have Luke. Luke, fighting skills is alright. He's around the end of level 1, beginning of level 2. But he's more of a smith, so he hasn't fought a lot. Then we have Ginny is a all-rounder. She is more of a big group, small one-to-one person. She can fight one-to-one and handle a big group. So Ryu said she's probably the same as Belle, or a little weaker than Belle, because he is level 2 now. But Zelda is more different because Ryu is a mage caster, but she's not. Well, not Zelda, fuck, I keep forgetting. Sora is a mage in a sense. She's good with sealing magic and light magic. But she's also learned combat from her dad, mostly with a bow and arrow. So Reef has to actually see, well, it's a couple months since she's last seen them. So Reef has tested out Zelda. She said that with all Zelda's magic skills and everything else, Zelda is around middle of level 2. So yeah, that was they gave their opinion about everyone that's in their familia. And Belle seeing their skills that has popped up is useful, say the least. Let's start with Luke. Luke, age, said Belle was 16, and Ginny, Belle, and Sora is actually around the same age. Ginny is much older, probably around 16. Sorry about that. She's around 16, 17-year-old in the same age. Belle is 16. His birthday was a couple of months ago. Sora actually turned 16 a few days before Belle. Yeah, they're in the same month. Or a week before Belle's birthday. Sora's birthday actually was a week before Belle's. So, yeah. They're around the same age, 16 now. Ginny's birth is a couple of, 6-7 months before Zelda's, and Sora and Belle's birthday. So she's more at the end of her being 17. Luke is around 19 to 20 at this point. Luke and Michael was the same ages. So yeah. Oh fuck. 18, 19. Not 19 to 20. 18 to 19 are Luke and Michael's ages. If Michael was alive in this timeline. Well, in this time, but Michael died at 16 2 years ago. So yeah, Michael died at 16 and Luke is now 18 to 19 years old. Reef is actually 19 to 20 years old. Cole is the oldest of them, being around 20 to 21 years old. But Sun, being at the mental mind of 19 to 20, like Reef, actually is more like 119, 18 to 19, 118 to 119 years old. Zoras grow slowly, or ages slowly. So yeah, that's how old he is. So he's the oldest, but he's around mentally Reef's age of 19 to 20. So yeah, that's their ages. Let's start with Luke is 18 to 19 years old, is around level 1, stats 0000. Skills otherwise, no magic skills, or no magic in his Falna. Skills, Forge Hand. Forge Hand is an ability that all smiths get when they have, well, mastered smithing in their own way. In fact, with this ability, they can make more precise smithing. So if a sword almost was about to go wrong, they can actually fix it quickly, but still fix it as best as they can. And perfect heat resistant or heat block. So Luke has been in the forge for a long time. He has been around the fires of a forge when he was younger. Around 10 years old, he began to be taught by his father and grandfather. He's learned up to when he was now 18, 19 of smithing with all of them. And learned from master smithing when they came back to Hyrule, by the way. Master smithing about everything they need to learn. So Luke has also been taught by them. So he has Forge Hand, I think it's called. What I said it's called. An ability where he can help his armor, weapons, or whatever he forges to their best of his abilities to make them perfect. Heat regulator, I will call it that. Heat regulator can register the heat of his body. The forged heat that can make it hotter for him, and he can, well, make his body be cooler. So making the air around him colder in a forge so he can survive it. So he can survive, like, being around the volcano where it started to hurt, or he can survive a heat stroke for a long time. Normal person cannot survive a desert with all that heat. Luke can survive it, tone down his body heat to be cold, so he can survive that heat. That is mostly Luke's skills. His abilities, like Bell's luck and poison resistance. Luke's ability is his ability where he can pour anything. By the way, in this universe, Wealth also has this sort of ability he gotten, where he can pour. Oh, Wealth will get this. Pour any melted liquid inside of what he needs and measure it perfectly. So it's just an unconscious thing. He knows when to stop or whatever. It's not what he can just turn on or off or on. Then we have Cole. Cole is, like I said, 20 to 20 or 21 to 22 maybe. Yeah, 21 to 22 years old. His ability is stats all 0. Cole's skills, Cole's magic, because he has magic. is called... It's literally just Yunobo's and Daruk's protection, but it's Cold's Cole armor set. Cole can make a sort of magical armor around him that can make him fucking hard to kill. So if let's say a Lionel, a normal weak Lionel came at Cole with his sword and just struck him in the stomach, Cole normally would get a scar of it, but when he activates this magical armor, it will strike back like a normal shield, like it was blocked, and Cole can start fighting it. Skills, it's Rock Stand. Rock Stand is an ability where you can turn it off and on. So any rocks or any attacks that has a heavy where it can probably send Cole flying, he can activate it and it will root him in place so he couldn't move. He can't move away when he gets hit. He will stand still. It will hurt like a bitch, but he can survive it. And he would stand perfectly on the same spot. That's one of his skills. It's like his muscles are just... His feet are like just grabbing the ground as hard as possible. With this skill, it can just root him in place. Cole's minor ability is... He can literally survive lava. He has lava resistance plus fire resistance and heat resistance. He can survive fucking a volcano. Luke can survive the heat part. He can't survive fire or lava. Cole can do both, all three things at the same time. Also means he's awful at colds. Then we have Reef abilities. Reef, I will just say it here. Reef has a kind of aimbot. She can shoot an arrow, target a monster. It will kill them, hit them, or whatever. I think Reef also has the magic ability to make sort of small magical arrows when she holds one. That's her probably magic ability. I need to look back, see what I gave Reef. Ignore that one. I have to look back at some point. Who else? Oh, Sun. Sun is more a fighting medic. All Sun, same age, 0 stats. Magic healing. He can create water above any of the people he wants to heal, and it will start healing people, like Mipha. But he can't. He's not strong as Mipha to make sure that people come back from dead. He's just a good fucking healer. He can heal broken bones, broken skin. It will still scar over. He can make sure that everyone is healed up. Abilities. Reef can swim now better than Asura. So if he's on a race with Sidon, his king, Sidon is fucking fast in water. He can fucking make a tsunami of water. Or whirlpool of water. Yeah. Sun can fucking do that now. He can make a whirlpool in waters like Sidon was when he was younger. He can swim faster, hold his... Well, you can probably hold his breath underwater. Yeah, his water abilities has added up to more. That's his minor abilities. His main ability is... would be his main... No, he has more magic than abilities at first. He has healing hands and water shield. Water shield is more weaker, but a little more stronger. Plus the Falna. It's like Sidon's shield, so he has the power of Mifa, but not register for death, like in the Breath of the Wild game. It's more weaker, but he also has the Sidon ability where he can create a shield around people or shield around himself, fling water out. It's not strong as Sidon's, more weaker, but it's still the same. So yeah, that's more of his abilities. And the smaller abilities, like luck, poison resistance from Bell, was the added bonus of swimming and doing everything a Sora can do, but better. Now we go to Ginny. Ginny, same age, same ability, same stats. Ginny has a skill and magic. Let's start with magic. Magic is... She has lightning manipulation magic. She can call magic into her spear and electrify it from her hands. Not same as her mother calling down lightning from the sky, and same as her great-great-great-grandma, Abosa, like she calls lightning from the sky. She can produce lightning from herself into a weapon, make it a more attack oriented at long range attack. It's shorter range lightning. She can also if she concentrated enough, no, what the fuck was that? If she concentrated enough, she can probably make a lightning bolt from her spear and shoot it out. No, Luke's, by the way, Luke's heat resistance, that's not a skill, that's just a like minor ability, like the one he can register consciously how much he needs to pour into a mold. So the heat resistant is not a skill or a magic, it's just an ability he gets. Luke, that's his ability. Yeah. Ginny has the same ability where she can regulate her heat now. Unconsciously. Both of them are unconsciously. But her skill is... Ooh, what would be her skill? Oh, it would be... Piercing accuracy. It's like Reef ability... I think Reef's one of her ability is aim at any enemies and just hit them with arrows. Not Reef. Ginny's ability is more like that, but with a spear. She can have it and target one and where she wants to target in her mind, and just activate that skill in her head and just started to pierce those places. It's like she goes faster in time, but she's just fucking quick. It's like Link from Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. It's like Link's ability to slow down time and just hit his enemies quickly as fucking possible. But instead of him just dodging and just doing the same thing, Ginny just have to target one and just do the same. She doesn't have to dodge, she can just attack, and that ability activates for her. Then we have Then we have Sora. Sora has the same stats as everyone else, but her abilities are not in skills. She has two minor adaptations, or whatever it's called. One of them is magic preservance. If she loses a lot of magic, her body will not activate magic when she tries to. So her body would stop her from going unconscious. Second one is purify magic. If any awful magic like dark magic came into a system, that will just be torn into by her body. That skill will activate unconsciously in her body if dark magic, awful magic, maybe poisonous magic, or poison with magic would just activate and just destroy it. And that goes into her magic. Light conjuration. Light conjuration is literally light magic, but she can form it. She can make the light bow and light arrows. That's mostly what she's trained for. She can also make a sword if she needs to. So she can make a sword and bows and arrows. So she's like Zelda from Hyrule Warriors and Breath of the Wild series, or other Zeldas. But Sora can only conjure light arrows and that shenanigans. Then we have Sealing Circle. Sealing Circle is literally the sealing magic of Zelda from Breath of the Wild, her mother. She can seal dark things away into a circle, or just seal them away somewhere where no one can find them. The Triforce is in her blood. Yes, the Triforce is in this version on Link and Zelda. They have the Triforce, but their children can access the Triforce because they are their children. They have access to the Triforce of Courage and Triforce of Wisdom. The Triforce of Power is probably with the three golden goddesses, holding in some realm they don't know after the Ganondorf died, that the Triforce of Power is somewhere and no one knows where it is. But the two Triforces that is actually there are with Zelda and Link. Their children can access the Courage and Wisdom. But they have registered those as magic. So their Sora's sealing abilities, it's literally her activating her connection to the two Triforces, the Courage and Wisdom, to make sure it blocks that evil magic. But that would take a lot out of her because that's highly costly. That's why the her small ability is her body not accessing magic if she is low on it. She can access bow, her light magic that can run out, but her giant fucking sealing ability will drain her until she can probably use the bow, create a bow, that disappeared, and she can't activate her magic again. That's more of Zelda's, magical abilities than everyone's. So after Bell got it, he looks over and got done with all the paperwork. He just sat back, looked up at the ceiling, and, at least our familia is not weak. And that is gonna be it from this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. I have forgotten to post this. I forgot to post the fucking vote, but I will do it today, so hurry up, vote whatever you want. It's what if Cranel was Monster Hunter? What if Cranel was an item maker? What if Deku was the reincarnation of Link, or the next one in line? Hope you guys enjoyed. Good morning, goodbye, farewell, see you later. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Leave a comment. That's more important. You can subscribe or leave a like. I don't really mind. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye-bye. Mind the explosions.